Mr. Speaker, 2 weeks ago, the Prime Minister met with the Quebec Premier and they had a discussion together. And he committed to taking a look at the possibility of a single Quebec tax return. But the problem is that this morning, the Prime Minister closed the door completely on the idea of preparing a single tax form. But the National Assembly adopted a unanimous motion calling on the federal government to respect Quebec. Will the Prime Minister stand and tell his members? The Right Honourable Prime Minister. Mr. Speaker, we will always defend the interests of Quebecers and all Canadians. That is why we are here to defend jobs. The 5,500 jobs in Shawinigan and Jonquière, people working for the CRA. We've invested in a new building in Shawinigan, and we will always seek to defend jobs for Quebecers and ensuring that we're doing good things for all of Canada. The Honourable Member for Richmond Arthabaska. Mr. Speaker, no one's talking about job losses. What we're talking is about the 2 tax returns that have to be filled out in Quebec. A single tax return would make lives for Quebecers easier, cut red tape, eliminate duplication, respond to a formal unanimous request from the Quebec National Assembly. They need to just stop this fear campaign. All we're asking for the Prime Minister to do is to enable Quebecers to have a single tax return like everywhere else in the country. Will the Prime Minister accept this request from Quebec, yes or no? The Right Honourable Prime Minister. I always work with the government of Quebec. We are looking to simplify the return. However, we must bear in mind that the Conservatives are proposing the elimination of 5,500 people working for the CRA in Quebec. Of course, if there is no longer any work to do in Quebec on the tax return, those jobs would be at risk. And the Conservatives don't understand that in fact, it shows that they don't understand what the realities of everyday Canadians.